Okay, time to summon the barge. Ooh, it's gonna have a hard landing. Uh-oh.
Ready! Everybody hold on!
I'm Maya, and this is Aladino. Our journey began a few years ago when this boat fell off a crane. After 4 years of rebuilding her, we named her Magic Carpet and we set sail to go around the world as slowly as possible. This season, we're sailing in the Netherlands. Join us as we explore the history and strange natural beauty of this seafaring nation. From the canals of Amsterdam to the pastoral islands of the Waddenzee, welcome to Magic Carpet in the Netherlands. New episode every Friday. So far in this series, we've gone sailing on a medieval ship in Kampen, we've enjoyed some lovely calm weather sailing on the IJsselmeer, crossed the dike into the Markermeer, and had an exciting upwind sail all the way to Amsterdam. In the last episode, we explored the city, but even though Amsterdam is probably one of my favorite cities in the world, it doesn't change the fact that I'm not really a city person. So in this episode, we hop on a bike to see what Dutch small-town life is all about, before pulling the sails up once again and being treated to some beautiful sunset sailing on our way to a little Dutch island.
So we're definitely not in central Amsterdam right now. Actually, we are on the side of Sixhaven, the harbor, which is on the opposite side of the river if you are in Amsterdam Central Station. I used to come to Amsterdam a lot with my parents, and we always went to the same camping ground, which is along this way. And we want to take you along since this is one of my hidden secrets. It's a pleasure to go along this road.
Most of you watching this probably already know that the Netherlands is practically the world capital for bikes. Everything is flat and distances are small, which makes a bike the ideal way to get around. Bike paths here are similar to roads. There are traffic lights, lanes, and rules to follow. In a big city like Amsterdam, it's absolutely necessary to follow all those rules to avoid a collision because bike paths are busy. But here, just outside the city, the path was pretty quiet. We biked through a shady park past the campground before emerging onto a small brick street.
I love these tiny Dutch towns. This would be such a great place to live too, because you're so close to Amsterdam, but you've got this peaceful town.
Yeah.
Even though we were so close to Amsterdam, it felt like we were miles away from the city. The concept of distance in Europe is totally different from what I'm used to in North America, and the Netherlands is an especially condensed country. When you hop on a bike and ride for, say, 30 minutes, you will often find yourself in an entirely different town, and maybe you will have already passed through 2 other towns on the way. But proximity in this case doesn't always lead to homogeny. Small towns and regions all over Europe often differentiate themselves through different dialects, different customs, different recipes, and fiercely different concepts of identity. For example, Friesland, a region in the Netherlands, speaks Frisian, not Dutch, and some people from Friesland will not even admit that they're Dutch at all. Of course, Dutch is still the main language today, and English is a pretty close second, since almost all Dutch people speak flawless English. But these cultural differences between small areas exist all over Europe. Hochdeutsch, or High German, the official version taught in schools and to foreigners, is only really spoken in a few places. One of the most dramatic German dialects is Swiss German, which Aladino speaks, and which German people often can't understand at all. But Swiss German doesn't exist as a written language, so Hochdeutsch is still taught in Swiss schools, but rarely spoken amongst friends or colleagues. Identity in Europe is confusing. but it's also fiercely defended. And when countries are so small, history is so deep, and neighbors are so close, perhaps it becomes more important than ever to cling to a culture or language which makes you unique. This is also the reason why so many Europeans speak 2 or more languages. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to bike more than an hour away and still be able to speak to anyone. Well, maybe that's a slight exaggeration, but there is some truth to it. So we just left the very, very cute section of little houses. So adorable. To me, that's just like the pinnacle of cute Dutchness.
No, I think the pinnacle is coming still. This is very fantastic, true. But the pinnacle to me is the road that is by the water.
But first we wanted to stop for lunch at our favorite market.
Just arrived to the landmark. Are you hungry?
Yeah. This beautiful little market sells all sorts of fresh foods and yummy snacks, and they also have a cafe out back for lunch. We enjoyed a delicious sandwich and took dessert to eat on the dike with a view of the water. Then, on with the journey. We wanted to visit a little town which we both consider to be one of the cutest towns we've seen in the Netherlands.
This is the place that I really like. I really recommend a visit to Durgerdam if you are visiting Amsterdam and you're not only there for parties and the hip and quick life. This is one of my favorite places and it's really close by, so rent a bike and get out here. Houses on this side and houses on this side, depending on what you prefer. Beautiful mix.
Dutch small towns by the water are usually accompanied by disproportionately large harbors, filled with very interesting boats. This harbor even had some unique features.
Okay, we're on this really wild bridge. Oh my gosh. It's literally a barge on cables.
I like this.
You like this one?
Yes, I love it.
It is really nice.
Beautiful. I love boats that are in the water and not on the water. And this one is so low in the water. Beautiful. Quite a bit of maintenance. Yeah, that would not be different from the Magic Carpet. Even a bit more.
Yeah, it sure is nice though.
Skylight, turtle hatch.
What do you call that kind of steering? Worm gear? Is that what that is?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I think I would prefer tiller to that.
Yeah.
But these are pretty sturdy systems. Ooh, and my favorite winches are on it.
Anderson?
Anderson winches.
Why are Anderson winches your favorite?
Because they are stainless steel, all of it. Very good quality stainless steel. You don't get rust dots on it. So there is just the maintenance inside the winch, but the other one chrome plated and whatever. And there's always something to do on the outside too. And I just love the grip they get. It's not a harsh grip, but it's enough grip on the rope. But the rope slides very nicely when you're letting go, for example. And I just find them very elegant. Yeah.
We should try and get sponsored. We've only got one Anderson winch.
That's my kind of jewelry. I mean, the others are winches to get the job done. This is a winch that makes a boat pretty, and I think that's what boats are also all about.
Mm-hmm.
Get on the water, but
in a
with
sense,
style.
I mean, it is about the joy of sailing, right? And part of the joy of sailing is feeling good about the boat that you're in. I mean, sailing, you know, sailing on a pleasure craft like this, gone are the days where sailing is, you know, the only way to get food across an ocean or to get supplies across an ocean. Like, it is a pleasurable activity, and so why not incorporate as much beauty as you can in it? That's definitely our philosophy anyway. No one's forcing us to be out on the water, so if we're out there for our own choice, we might as well make it a beautiful existence. Yeah, this is really nice.
Feathers in my hair and braids around my waist, I'm almost a bird.
It's just incredible how everywhere you go here, there's just so many boats, and such interesting boats too, you know, not just production boats, but like really old, very well preserved, very unique, interesting boats to look at. And this harbor is especially fun because of this bridge thing. We just walked around the docks, and now I think we are going to go across this barge bridge again. Okay, time to summon the barge to get back home. You love this, don't you, Amore?
Yeah, totally.
It is very cool. Ooh, it's gonna have a hard landing. Uh-oh.
I would have probably had tried to go there.
Bam. There we go.
Soma is cute.
Oh, Soma is very cute. I have a good friend named Soma.
Ready, 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 ready! Everybody hold on!
Oh gosh. Wow. Would you like this to be your job? Be the ferryman? This is definitely the Dutch version of the gondolier. How did you say it? Gondolieri.
Yes, I would like to work here.
You would like to work here?
Wow. Feel the breeze.
When you get tired of YouTube, you can apply for a job here.
Let vår skeppsfart handle helmål oppdøren Sorry about that.
What was that?
I let go when he was under tension. And the wind was
Oh.
blowing us the opposite side.
Oh, well, you're fired. This you're fired before you're hired. Your career as a ferrymeister in Holland is over.
Oh no. Alright, I will try sanding then.
Isn't there some way to lock it so that it sort of stays here? Does it? Just by itself?
Yes.
Alright, let's go.
So cool.
Very cool.
You know what I've never realized?
What?
You know Volkswagen, what it means?
Like the people's wagon?
Yeah, exactly, the people's wagon. So the Volke boat is the people's boat.
Great!
Wow! Fun, but they're beautiful.
They are really beautiful. This town, with all of its resident boats, really is lovely. But now it was time to go home to our own boat. Here we go, we're leaving Amsterdam. We've been here for a week, and it has been the hottest, what did my aunt say? She said it was the hottest
Week since 1901.
Yeah, the hottest week since 1901, which is just insane.
But now we're heading out and we're going to go not too far, it's only 15 nautical miles, to a very cute island named Marken. Now it was an island at one point, I guess, but there is actually a dike to it now, so you can drive there and bike there, but still kind of island vibes. So that's where we're heading off to.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by, it doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all, I had a feeling but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all, I had a feeling but the feeling is all gone. If I could take you back to my youth and show you what I wish I knew, my will is strong with a place to lean. In the moment I hung desperately, the other ring on my wrist is gold, pairing with the light it holds. When I return from my skin and bone, I'm remembering the words you told me. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all, I had a feeling but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all, I had a feeling but the feeling is all gone.
What a lovely day for a sail. Once again, even though we had set Marken as our destination, we didn't feel too concerned about arriving anywhere. It was just nice to be out on the water, especially after almost a week in the city. Like I said, I love Amsterdam, but I've never actually spent more than 12 consecutive days in a city in my entire life, and it was time to feel the wind again. Eventually, we did arrive to our anchorage for the night, just as the sun was setting.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day out here on the water.
So nice. It's all flat, 10 to 15 knots, and we were going 5 all the time. Really nice.
Yeah, literally perfect.
And now what I really love is we're just amongst boats and we're tacking back and forth to get to see the nice traditional barges which are out sailing. Yeah, lovely.
Sun is setting, about to anchor for the evening.
Anchor under sail.
And are we gonna anchor under sail?
Yeah.
All right,
we're gonna
let's
look
do it.
for a spot first.
Okay. So since the main is on this side, if we got a gust or something to prevent, and you know, it was kind of a tricky situation where we were almost accidentally jibing, then we would want to steer up this way to make sure that the main doesn't come over, so that it stays on this side of the boat, because the wind is coming from just behind us, basically.
Straight aft when we're doing wing on wing.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Now the jib is vlogging.
No, I'm vlogging. The jib is flogging.
I almost regret bringing in the little. I find it fun for a short while. We were dead downwind, and instead of having a jib which is behind the main, this is fun. But yeah, you gotta really be concentrated and correct to every wind shift and know to which side to go if something goes wrong, to not do a jibe also. This is a dream. No, not a dream, it's dream-like.
Even better, because it's real life.
Exactly. So I just want to stop the boat, move backwards a bit. Now it's down, now I can bring the main sheet in again.
Yay! Homily home!
Wow! What a breeze!
I know.
I go open the front hatch because the boat is so hot.
I know.
When we're sailing we usually keep the hatch closed, not to snag the jib sheets in it.
Yeah.
But now this will be lovely.
Yeah. Alright. Well, so that's the evening then, I guess. Shall we say goodbye to the folks at home?
Unless they want to see my penne with zucchini and prawn creation.
They probably do.
They know that already.
The question is whether or not I want to film it, and I don't know if I do. But thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks indeed. And good night.
You want to give a thumbs up to the camera?
No, they should give a thumbs up to the video.
Oh, true. Hey, what a segue. Thumbs up, everyone. All right. Bye-bye.
And that was the end to another very lovely day in the Netherlands. Thank you so much for watching, and an extra big thank you to our patrons for making these episodes possible. And as always, an extra thank you to these folks who really go above and beyond to make sure that Magic Carpet keeps being produced, and we'll see you all next Friday.